Hello, and welcome to part 2 of the Rance character tier list. Yay! So last time we ended off, our last character was Satella, and she's awesome. Yay! So let's just go ahead and jump right in. So the next characters we have here are Caesar and Is something like that for her two stone friends. Now spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure he's only in the one game, only in like 03 and 3, and then he's the one that's still around. So I mean, but they're both, they're both Satella's friends, because considering his noble sacrifice, so they're gonna get around the same tier. But anyway, these aren't necessarily that deep of characters, but first of all, they are interesting to me. I mean, obviously they're not human, and they look cool as fuck. Like, I gotta respect that. So, and also, they have like a kind of funny role, like when it comes to, like, Caesar, do this! And he's like, yes, I will help Lady Satella. And it's just very funny. I'm not too sure where I should actually put him, because, like, he's just a bro to me, even though he's a rock guy. He's kind of just the equivalent of a bro. But, we can respect rock bro. Rock man just rocked. They're gonna get the same tier because I love them. They're my friends. So next we have Patton. And I love Patton. So, little fun tidbit about me. Well, you can probably tell from like my videos, or just kind of in general maybe, that I went in the same kind of release order of like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4.1, and then Kichiko. And after playing Kichiko, even though his role in Kichiko isn't as like glorified as it is, obviously it'll be later down the line, I still really liked him in Kichiko. Because, first of all, he was just kind of fun to use in, like, the dungeons and stuff. I was like, damn, he's a Chad. But then also, like, he looks all, like, buff and, like, strapped. And, what else? I remember, it's been a little bit since I've played, but I remember, like, just having like, super, like, cool interactions with Hubert. And I think during, like, the castle, like, conversations, I think, that they occur, or maybe it's just, like, startup turn stuff. Don't really remember when they happen. But regardless, his interactions were very cool, and I like him a lot. And obviously, when you go to, like, the more modern timeline, and you have, like, how he is, like, just a complete, like, scumbag in 03, and he, gets buff, he gets ripped, and then he's already a humongous bro in 6, and then in 9 obviously he has a ton of spotlight in there as well, and he's just great. I loved seeing him grow and become not a weakling little insect. He's sick. Because I did end up going, or like I played base 3, and obviously I made the video on it, and then basically I went in the order of playing 9 and then 03 and then 10, or like starting to play 10, and I do kind of wish I played 03 before I played 9, because I feel like it would like refresh my memory a bit better and stuff. But regardless, it's kind of funny. I went from him at his peak development back to him as like a scumbag. But in the end, we love Patton here. We love him. He's great. Where I'd put him, I have no clue. Maybe like here-ish. Maybe. I was probably doing this a little bit more lately. But yeah, probably here. I don't know, like, obviously Rick and Patton are pretty different characters, besides being like the funniest bros to Rance. But obviously they're pretty different, but they do kind of embody the same, like, I love them both very much vibe, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, we'll just leave them there for now. Nothing too complex. Next we have Hunty, and I love Hunty so much. She is so cool. Like, she's so strong, and she's so pretty. And, like, I mean, obviously Rance is filled with, strong women, but, like, she's just extra strong, and, like, she's super cool. She's got, like, being a Kalar and everything. Like, obviously I really enjoyed that. She's got the whole, Kalars aren't immortal, but obviously she's just been around for a really long time. because, you know, in 9 when she loses Freak and like how she lost Patents, like his mom. I was like, I think it's his mom. I don't know if it was like a babysitter or something, but I'm pretty sure it was his mom. It should be. Sorry. I'm not trying to expose me being a fraud. But regardless, you know, just kind of those moments for her in 9 were really great. They tugged at my little heartstrings. I have a very soft spot. It's probably one of my overall favorite, I don't know if I should use the word trope, but like just kind of thing in a character to where they're very long living, and because they live so long, you can see how things like the deaths of more like people around them, how it affects them a lot more. And I really like that, because obviously it's a scenario that obviously everyone's going to experience loss, but it's obviously a scenario that we're not going to experience probably quite as much as someone who's super long living like her, or like, I don't know, a demon or something. So yeah, obviously we love Hunty. I'm probably going to put her, also she's broken in Hichiko. I don't know if I'm trolling with that, but she was so broken. I'm probably going to put her maybe here for now, because I feel like I definitely like her more than like the people here, even though I love them, don't get me wrong, but like I love her extra. So probably gonna go here, because I really loved her in 9, and I don't know, she's great. She's super cute, super pretty. Love Hunty. Next we have Minerva, and I gotta respect her being extremely buff, extremely cool. I gotta respect that. I do gotta take away some points for in the true ending of 9, she's the one who kills Stessel, which is a little bit of a killjoy, you know, kind of ruined some of the vibe, but you know, regardless. I don't know, she's cool. And it's refreshing to have her as like a female character, rather than being like, you make her buff man and have her be evil and want to win. Like, I gotta respect her hustle, even if I probably don't personally like her that much. I gotta respect what she accomplishes. Like, I think that's super fucking cool for who she is. Yeah, I don't know, that's about it. Next we have wait. Is this Lipton, or is this some, I don't know, General Toma, but yeah, it's, because that's Hubert's last name, right? I think. Oh god, I might be trolling. Or else this is Toma's, this is Hubert's dad. Or like, oh god, I think it's his dad, though. I don't feel too particularly strong about him. He's probably a lot more memorable. I had no recollection of him in 3. Maybe I'm trolling. I might be trolling. But he's obviously got a little bit more distinct role with like 3, and then as Hubert's become more relevant, like obviously we care a bit more about like what he's done for Hubert. But I still don't care that much about him specifically. I don't know. He's not like offensively bad or anything though. He's just like, yeah, he's cool. Next we have, this is Robert. He's a very extreme goober that was very funny to me, because obviously I didn't play Rance with the translation. I used machine translation, so obviously all the text in game was still in Japanese, but he would still like have like the English like swear words and like, or like other words and stuff, and it was extremely hilarious, and just like how over the top he is. He kind of went out in a pretty unfortunate way, but he was definitely extremely funny. I will probably put him here, just like there for the funny factor, because goddamn was he hilarious. I don't know. It's not some advanced humor, but I gotta admit, it did get quite a few chuckles out of me. Next we have his sister, and I don't remember her name. I just kind of remember that she existed and kind of got owned by, I don't remember, she got tortured by Rance, I think. And like captured by Konami and all that. It's like, I don't know, she's kind of whatever to me. I don't know, we'll put her here. She's not bad, like offensively terrible, like this punch bag, but yeah. Next we have Kasumi, and then to my knowledge, I might be forgetting something. I feel like she's never had like a major prominent role in any of the games. She just kind of always has been around as Maria's sidekick, which, you know, is still super cool. Obviously, she's still part of kind of creating the whole like tulips and stuff, and, like working together on that, which is obviously something I am a fan of. So I gotta respect the hustle. She's also pretty cute, you know, I gotta respect the cute ones. But I don't feel obviously that strongly towards her, so I don't know. I'll put her like there, I guess. Maybe a little higher. She doesn't deserve to be. I forgot. Like there. But yeah, probably like just because she is still around and she's always fighting and stuff, I gotta respect that. So maybe like here. Eh. He's funny though. I don't know. Somewhere around here, I think, because I gotta respect the grind. Obviously, because she's also just only human, and you know, it's cool to see her fight. Next, we have the bitch who tortures Leia and Maris, and she sucks, so she's going there. Thanks for watching. Next, this is Atenu. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's probably some fucking, like, got some language origination that I'm just too dumb to know. So yeah, she's pretty cute. I did like her for out 03 and then Quest. You know, her presence is just pretty silly. I'm pretty sure it's the same lady. I might be trolling, but I'm pretty sure it's the same character. If it's not, well, I'll look a little dumb. But regardless, I obviously like her. I like the design too. She's cute. Assuming this is the same person from Quest, which if it's not, I'll cry. I like how she's just like, dude, I just want to stay home and read manga or like play video games. And that's Rance is trying to be very silly towards her. You know, she's just like, I just want to read, man. Like I don't really care. I mean, obviously she does start to care, but you get the idea. I don't know. Actually, I kind of like her more than I think about her. She's cute. If I had her here, then like she can go here. I think she's silly. She's actually she's on Quest, and I'm like, I swear I'm becoming Quest's like biggest, like strongest soldier. I don't know why. I really love that. Well, I know why, but I don't know. That game aged like so well with me, like a lot better than I thought it was going to. Alright, next we have Sue. I'm not usually a fan of these kind of characters, but I like her. She's cute. She's wholesome. And she stays cute. I like her. She's definitely grown on me a lot. That's not a lot, but I like her. Probably like here-ish for now. She's pretty cool. I don't have too much to say. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. She's fine. She's cute. That's about it. Next, isn't this the like the model or like the idol that gets owned in 03? I don't feel like I don't know if she did anything. I might be trolling with that. I apologize. I feel like I'm missing something, but whatever. Next we have the Hanny lady who's like, I love Hannies. This is Keith's sidekick. Her. I don't remember her name, but she's wholesome. Very wholesome. Very, you know, I guess she probably doesn't show up in a later game, or maybe she doesn't, I'm tripping. Definitely possible, but I don't know. I liked her little tidbit a lot because she's just like, welcome home, Rance-sama, and she's like, she goes through such bad stuff, but obviously Rance cares for her. I mean, he cares for everyone, but every woman, but especially like her. Like, he obviously comforts her a lot after what she went through, and I don't know, it's very sweet. So I kind of want to keep her, like, I don't know if I should put her here because at least these people have a bit more presence in more games, but she's only an 03, I think. Don't quote me on that, please. But you know, she's very cute. You know, I guess I shouldn't stop me, right? Because I have Hazuki. I guess she's technically in 2 and like her, like, well, we'll keep her bottom of B. Be like this. Yeah, we'll do this for now. Maybe she'll get lowered, but I don't know. She tugged at my little, like, just somewhere in this area, I guess. She tugged at my little heartstrings. I like that. So if I recall, I don't remember this lady's name, but if I remember correctly, she's the one in Kichiko where she's the one who runs like the amusement park. And in Kichiko, I believe the plotline can go, you either save the amusement park and you have to pay like the extra fee every turn, or you can like say, no, we're not gonna fund it because it's a fucking amusement park, and she'll just turn against Rance completely and like fight. And I definitely like that more than the character she is now, I guess. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe I'm forgetting something, maybe something's gonna happen that's gonna change my mind. Definitely all possible, But I do think it's a bit more interesting that she would take like the legacy and like fight against Rance rather than just kind of having it to begin with. I think it's a bit more interesting. So when I'm taking that into account, probably like this is pretty high. Maybe like, I don't know, because I definitely felt so guilty about it in Kichiko, because obviously I still don't know exactly how every fucking mechanic works, but I was like, what about like losing money bad, like, right? Like, why would I want that? But with her turning against me, I'm like, well, maybe I gotta care more. Like, I don't know, I felt guilty. I felt super guilty. So I'll put her here, I think. Maybe she's definitely more interesting to me from that. Maybe like here. Something like that, maybe? I'm not sure. That's what I'll do for now. I don't know. She could honestly go up a little too, even though it's just that one-off thing I'm thinking of, because I just really liked that moment. But obviously, I hope this is what I'm thinking of. I hope I'm not thinking of someone else. It's possible, but I'm pretty sure that's her. Next we have, I don't remember her name, but she gets all goofy with like her boyfriend and has Millie also be her big sister. Honestly, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. She's okay. She's fine. Very fine, but not fine enough to go near. Just fine enough to go there. I don't know who this is, or don't remember. This is the shopkeeper lady that's asleep, and then she gets bad news. But I don't know. I don't really care for her that much. So next we have yeah, I don't remember her name, but as you can see here, she's got the 2 personalities. And I don't know. She's kind of forced into a pretty shitty spot because of Rance just kind of killing her dad, which is pretty funny, honestly. Well, the scene itself when he kills her dad because he's trying to troll her is extremely hilarious. It's peak comedy, peak humor. So you know, I gotta respect that scene, even though it's not technically associating her. But then that, like, the ones were like, "Whoa, thank you for doing that. I am so thankful." Like, I gotta appreciate the hustle, you know. I don't know. She's funny. Yeah, if she can be there, then she can be there. Doesn't matter. She's definitely more memorable. Like this one, like I was like, yeah, whatever. But like she's more memorable, like funny. Sure, whatever. It doesn't matter. Next we have what this is. Oh god, I forgot her name. Is it Lola? Ooh, it's something. Anyway, she's a rat. I don't blame her for being mad at Rance. I definitely don't blame her. Don't get it twisted. However, I kind of thought she was a little obnoxious with her yelling in my ear. But, you know, whatever. That's life. Next we have her boyfriend, who I don't remember the name of, that was the monster and then turned into human. I gotta, you know, he can go here because I respect the hustle. I still don't care about him, so he's going here, but I respect what he accomplished. And next we have our next F tier, because god, he's not only is he fucking hideous, he also just sucks ass. He got his ass beat so hard. So yeah, that's that. Next we have the Honey King. I don't know. He's awesome though. I mean, I don't. It's kind of hard for me to like rate him. He kind of embodies almost a similar thing to Alice, to where obviously like he's his character, I guess, but like he was too hard to rate for me. But like he looks sick as fuck. Like he's got a design of king, so I think that earns him a B tier at least. Like he's a chap. Next we have this guy who is just a weirdo. We're gonna put him there. And I don't remember who this is. I feel like it's maybe like a shopkeeper or just some random dude, but he's ugly, so whatever. Next we have the Demon King, or like Demon. I forget like her like proper title is, but Ross, I think her name is just Gel, or like G-E-L-E, if I recall. She's really cool, honestly. Like, she's really fucking cool. I don't know. She left like such a cool impact on me. So even though she's not, at least right now, I don't feel too strongly towards her as like who she actually is. I thought that like just her existence and how it's like so built up over the course of 03, and then you finally like fight her. Like the fight is so fucking cool and it's sick. It's so fucking sick. And like the music goes crazy. You got like a whole build of like Rance getting powerful. Like it's so fucking cool. So that earns her a nice spot in C tier. This could potentially go up. I'm definitely expecting it to go up at some point or another. But I don't know, probably like here for now. Maybe? Oh, she's super cool. I don't know, design-wise, she's also, you know, very cool. Next we have Athena! Oh my god, I love Athena. So I discussed this a bit in my 4.2 video, or like 4.1, 4.2, and her dynamic with, I don't know if it's both 4.1 and 4.2, or if it's just 4.1. It's been a minute, even though I worked on that. But regardless, I absolutely just adore her dynamic with Rance and just how stupid she is, but then he's also, you know, he's not that smart. He's a little stupid. He's a little dummy. So, their, like, dynamic together is absolutely fucking hilarious. It is so peak. In general, in, like, every game that she has at least a decent amount of spotlight in, she is just extremely hilarious. I can't remember any of the jokes or, like, stuff she says offhand, but like she's just absolutely great. I love seeing her and everything. She's definitely, I don't know if I put her here because like it's really high, obviously. Oops. But yeah, it's obviously super high, but like at least here. Like, what's my thing turned red? Let's fix that. There we go. But yeah, at least here for now. Maybe here. We'll see. But yeah, I just absolutely adore her dynamic. Obviously, she's also, like, got a pretty interesting concept of just being, like, not human. And I think that they've incorporated that into, like, the gameplay of the games, like, pretty interestingly. With how she's in, like, Quest, for example. She's always stuck at, like, level 1 because of stuff, I think. And then, like, how her level is unable to be affected by Rance's, you know, curse because she's not human. Like, I don't know. It's just stuff like that that's like, that's pretty cool. Because, you know, it could hypothetically be easy to, like, fuck that kind of thing up or, like, create inconsistencies or, like, weird shit like that. And also, I'm not gonna say, like, Rance is completely immune to it. I'm sure there's probably instances that I just don't remember because I'm not that big brained, unfortunately for me. But, also, I'm pretty, he's cooler. Sorry. Sorry, this is about Athena. Why am I moving her? Regardless, I don't know. I just like how much what she does. It's very funny. If you want more input on her specifically, check out the 4.1 video, 4.x video, because I probably go into more specifics about why she's hilarious. And also there's gameplay footage in that game, so so you can see her uber antics in action. But regardless, I absolutely love her. She's amazing. We stan Athena. Salute emoji. Next we have Merum. And Merum is a character that I feel extremely horrible for. I don't really feel strongly towards her though, which is partially my fault due to some horrible actions I've been taking in these damn games. But whereas I feel very guilty, she can get a pity C. She doesn't deserve all the shit that happens to her. And it is pretty cool how, like, actually, I can give more insight. I really can input. Actually, now that I'm like thinking more about it. Not you. I want to move you. That like her scenes and like quests and just in general, like even though she's so unlucky, like it is pretty cool how she's so dedicated to exploring like architecture and stuff and like that kind of thing. Because that's something that I personally like. You know, I'm taking like art history classes and like that kind of stuff. You know, it's something that I wish I felt more deeply like into. I guess so. I think it's just cool that she's that way. You know, she goes through horrible stuff. She's okay now. She's doing better. Smiley face. So yeah, I mean, that's good. Next we have Sanakia, and God, she's the definition of a girl failure. And I think that's really funny. So because of her girl failureness, we're gonna put her, where do I put her? Maybe like, she's around a bit, to be fair, and she does go places, but she kind of sucks ass. But I don't know. I still like her, obviously. Maybe like here, because she's not necessarily a character I feel that strongly towards. But you know, she's very funny, very funny, and I don't know. She always gets owned by Rance, and it's always extremely amusing. That kind of stuff, you know. I'm an enjoyer. But she's just a girl failure. I gotta respect that. Next we have this guy. Now, if I recall, he sacrifices himself for like Hubert and Co. in 4. It's been a minute. You know, I don't really remember him or like remember that clearly, so I feel a little guilty. But he is friends with Hubert, so we respect those. Next we have Hubert, and obviously we love Hubert here. He's sick. So first of all, even before, again, I got to like, I don't remember, like obviously he's in 4, and then Kichiko, but I don't remember if he's in other games until 9. I don't recall. Because I feel like I had a bunch of build up towards him, like mentally, but I'm like, how would that have happened? Or maybe it's just my memory of Kichiko being so strong. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm probably trolling. But regardless, he's super cool. I love Hubert. First of all, his kind of role in like, well, yeah, in 4, he's not the most relevant, but obviously he's still got the cool, like, you know, he's getting stronger. He's super cool. He's this buff swords guy. I gotta respect that. But in Kichiko, he left a really big impression on me. Like, I can't really explain it. Just, I don't know. First of all, it's like his sprite was cool. He got like the Shiranui, which is it's like an actual sword, I think, right? Or like something in like actual mythology. I'm like, that's super fucking cool. Because it should be, because I feel like obviously a lot of stuff is rooted in that. But I don't know, regardless, it was super fucking sick. Even if I think objectively he's not that good, but I don't know. Like that, and then there's like his interactions with Patton in Kichiko. I was like, this guy is super cool. And then comes 9, and he's just like such a bro. He's like funny, because obviously he has been probably hearing, if I recall, he's like constantly heard about Patton like shill Rance, and he finally meets him again. Because obviously they'd met in 4 and they teamed up a bit, but in like 9 was like a further exposure to him, especially after Rance has accomplished so many more things. And he's like, what the fuck? And Rance is like, who the fuck are you? Because of his mustache, and he's just like, dude, it's me, we fought together. And I'm like, it's peak. I don't know, I love Hubert. I don't know, he just left such a good impression on me. I kind of don't have more proper words to explain why I'm a big enjoyer of him. He was super cool, and seeing him become stronger. And also, he's just Patton's friend. Patton's like servant, well, not servant, just, I don't know. They're obviously bros, and I gotta respect that. I love them. I love this duo. They mean everything to me. Okay, let's continue on. Next we have her, who I don't remember her name, but she was a pretty interesting like character, like had an interesting role in 4. I don't know if she really ever, am I trolling? Did she not pop up again? Or like obviously she has like new artwork here, but like I don't remember outside of this instance what does she do? I don't remember. I'm probably trolling, which is definitely on me. I guess I'm kind of afraid to look at like the wiki and stuff, because I don't want to get like accidental spoilers. But yeah, I don't know. I did like her in 4. I thought it was pretty interesting how she just kind of teams up with Rance to be very mean to Syl. But then, you know, I don't like seeing her get hurt. And that's all she does. Just kidding. I kind of don't fully remember. So, but I don't know. I still liked her. She's still cool. Sure. So next we have Freak. And he's left a pretty good impression on me. Obviously, he's got the whole kind of same novelty that's similar-ish to what I talked about with Hunty. Obviously, he dies to save them, so that's, instead of him being the one living the whole time, he's the one dying. Woo! Obviously, just kidding, kinda. He does obviously have the role with, like he still talks about, I don't remember their name off the top of my head, but the guy he worked with, and how he had to, I forget if he was the one who killed him off, or like had to team up to kill him because of like his friend just doing everything like bad bad juju, bad stuff. So, you know, I don't know. I liked him though. He's pretty cool. I think I'd easily put him here. Let's see, probably like here-ish. That's what I'm thinking for now. I don't know. Obviously, I'm a fan of long-living characters, and obviously his like existence is, he looks fucking cool. Let's get out of the way. He looks sick. And like his ties with these three is obviously very cool. In Kichiko, his role of sacrificing himself basically to save the girl, I don't remember her name, but the one who's possessed by Red Eye. That shit, like, it made me feel so guilty. Like, you know, obviously I'm losing a playable character. I didn't use him that much to begin with, but like the actions you can take with that, like, it's like, damn, I feel horrible. Because I forget if he like dies right after he uses it or just like gets killed by whatever. Well, okay, obviously he dies, but I don't remember like the exact, like, how he dies exactly is what I should say. But regardless, it left an impact on me, and obviously, even though in 9 his death is different, you know, I still liked it. You know, it obviously, he wants Hunty to be happy and doesn't want her to like be overly depressed over him, and they're tied together. It's super sad just seeing her lose another like long-living old person die. It tugs at the heartstrings. But yeah, regardless, I like him. Obviously, he's sick. Let's continue on. Next we have, I think this is like one of the war gods or whatever. Obviously, very cool conceptually. I don't remember like his name or anything, but he's cool. Good for him. Next we have these people, which were like whatever nuns or whatever. They were funny. Like honestly, like their interactions are both pretty funny. At least her. I don't know her as much. So I don't know. I should go here because she's funny. I don't remember if what she does much outside of fortunate circumstances. This is what, like the assistant to the old lady? Yeah. I don't know. I don't care for her that much really. She is actually, I don't know, she's like the shopkeeper in Rance Quest 2. So like I don't know, but I don't know, I wouldn't say I thought she was annoying, but like I kinda just didn't care about her. I still feel like I should rename this tier to like C-, because like D's so like negative. But I don't know, whatever. This is shopkeeper lady. She's very cute. She's kind of a goober. I gotta respect the gooberness, but not that much. So this lady, I don't like. She got owned. She got definitely fucking owned by Rance. But I didn't feel too strongly about her. That might change. Who knows? I'm very much willing to change my opinion. But from just like from 4 alone, pretty much, I don't really feel that type of way about her. Next we have Bitch. That bitch is just actual fucking name. And he sucks. Let's carry on. Next we have what? This is this? Wait. I can't remember his name. He was very cool though. He was very menacing. And he's like the kind of one of the main villain guys in 4. And like he's super strong, super cool. I didn't feel that strongly towards him, but he's like, I liked his presence in the story, which is probably more than I can, I don't know, like here maybe. Oh, I hate having a D tier because it makes it sound like I hate them. But we'll do this, and then, but like, there's not gonna be a D tier because I don't know. That would, yeah, we'll do this, I think, because like I don't hate any of these people, and they all have still their own good moments. Like they're all funny. They're just like not as relevant as like even these guys aren't. Well, like C isn't necessarily the most relevant, but just doesn't leave as much of an impact on me as these guys. Yeah, I like that better. All right. I don't remember who. Well, okay, I remember their existence, but I don't remember what they did, so that's just kind of relevant here. I don't know. I didn't I don't remember. Okay, if I really don't remember anything about what they did, I guess I should just leave them there, right? I don't know why it's not ringing a bell at all. Oh well. Next we have Frostbite, and obviously she's the one who created Athena, yeah. And obviously, I gotta respect that because we're Athena Enjoyers here, so she goes here, wherever. I'll have to order this tier at like the end because if it's just gonna keep getting filled up, then like, I don't know. Next we have this guy. He was weird and ugly, so he goes there. This guy, I shouldn't really hate him, but he's ugly, so he goes here. Give me at the top of it. This bitch, also ugly and was like trying to troll. This bitch, she was a kind of a bitch to Rance, but she did care for Syl and it was pretty wholesome, so we can put her there. I don't remember who that is. This is obviously the same lady, and I feel like they kind of encompass the same. I think she has a bit more dialogue, or like, okay, Alice definitely has more like dialogue, even if it's not necessarily like characterization. I think she has like a little bit more, because obviously Rance summons her, and yeah, but I don't feel too strongly about her. And then same for this, she's kind of the same as her, but a little like not as cute and not quite as funny, but still pretty funny in her own way. So like, I don't know, maybe closer to like here. Also, since this is now a C- tier, I'll probably put like that. We'll order this. That's I know. I just don't know who this is, but someone tells me she should be there. I don't know. It's just kind of awkward ranking her. I might remove her at some point, but you know, oops, sorry, my layout ownage. But yeah, it feels kind of weird like ranking her separately, but she's obviously cute. It's cute to see Syl just want to help Rance in further fashion. Next we have what, this is Genry. He's a goober. He's like the definition of a goober. He just wants to be with women. He's basically Rance but a monk, if you think about it. You know, as forward as Rance, but you know, they're the same spirit. I will probably put him, because I liked his like interactions with Rance as he's like silly. I'll probably put him like here, like probably here-ish, because I liked him. Oh yeah, I'll put maybe, I don't know. Sorry, back to Genry. Here we go. He was very funny, very silly, and I don't know. He's bald. It's kind of funny. Anyway, is there any actual input I have for him? I don't know. He didn't. It's pretty cool that I guess he exists in Sengoku Rance, because he could have easily just existed in 4.1, 4.2, and it just kind of never existed again. But you know, it's cool seeing him back in that game because you know he's a monk. It makes sense that he'd be with the god people. I forget the exact what name of the religion, but you get the idea. It's super cool just seeing him come back, so sure. Probably more to say, but I just don't remember. My brain is tiny, I'm sorry. Let's just move on. Next we have Kiara. I think it's whatever, my wife. As you know, I love her. She kind of doesn't have a lot of screen time, which makes me very sad because her design is extremely pretty. Like, it's so good. But, you know, in 4.2, even though Rance kind of, you know, tricks her, needless to say, I still love her. She's such a sweetie. She's wholesome. We love wholesome people. She'll probably go, like, here. You know, I feel very horrible for what happens to her. But I love her. She's adorable. Probably the best part of 4.2 if we're thinking about it. Just kidding, obviously that's Athena. Like, Athena's the best part of the 4.x game to me. Like her and Rance's interactions. But yeah, she's cute. She also, you know, it's unfortunate what happens to her because of Bird. But you know, we all hate Bird. He just ruins everyone's lives. Tries. Next we have, this is whatever Gal Monster, I think. I don't know, I really just don't. Okay, now I know this lady. She says modern art. I don't remember who she is, and I assume that she pops up in these games, but I just have no recollection of it. So we're gonna do a little trolling. I'm gonna look up on my phone and see if I can find who this is by looking up the 4.x cast. So I can at least know, because I obviously can tell. Let's see. I can hear my phone noises. 4.1 cast, I guess? Okay, let's see. I'll look at BAMDB. Characters. That's one crazy motorcycle outside. Okay, I don't see her here. I will look at 4.2 just to make sure. Oh. Oh, okay. I understand now. Okay. So she's one of the goddesses of monsters. Damn, she got a fucking great glow up. God damn. Okay, well, so because I assume that she's an X because of her artwork, I haven't gotten there yet, and I don't know anything about her, and I don't super remember her role in 4.x, but because purely of her glow up, hopefully this doesn't age horribly. And also, you know, at some point I'll probably refresh my memory on exactly what happens in 4.x. But she's very pretty, so we gotta put her here out of obligation and to potentially future-proof myself, because yeah, I don't know, I'll be really surprised if I dislike her when she looks so pretty. Also, I don't know, like, that's super, you know, climb up the ranks, honey. Talk your shit. We'll put her here for now. She looks so pretty. And I don't know. I need to remember what happens in those games. But yeah, this guy, he's the final boss or whatever the fuck, and he's ugly. That's the wrong tier. Oops. I'll just put cute. I don't know. I guess I didn't hate him that much, but he's ugly. Yeah, whatever. This is the tier save for people I hate. And I didn't hate him. She was kind of a bitch, though. This was the gal monster that existed. Maybe I do make a separate D tier. Like, wouldn't it be goofy if I only had these people in it? Whatever, we'll find. There's a lot of characters in this game. We'll probably find more people. Oh shit, I do. Okay. This. Sorry. Color layout on tiers is the most important part. If it's messed up, it's Jover. Sure, we'll do this. So that would be these people. And these people would go there too, realistically. Anyone else? I don't know. We'll come back to that. Alright, next we have Puppet. And, you know, he's a scammer, but he's pretty funny. I don't know. His existence is very goofy, but he does scam. We don't like scammers around here. Actually, I can put these people here too. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I don't know, he's funny. I kind of expect that he just blatantly trolls and scams people. Don't feel too strongly, but I don't know. We'll leave him there for now. Whatever. Next we have Silberry. Oh, whatever. I like how she's infamous in the games as just being the ugliest woman alive, and how Rance is like, ah, ugly, and like how she pops up again in Quest because she's like infamously ugly. And the one I remember the most, I feel like, is the one quest where I think you saved one of the like maid people from Son Goku, like you revive her, or you're supposed to go there to revive Rance, but then you end up reviving I don't remember her name, which is horrible because I really like her. But you end up like she's like an enemy there, I think. And she's like super strong. Oh, and then also in just one of the other quests that she's there as like the leader of like the anti-men club because she's fucking hideous. Like, she's so ugly. I feel like I'm obligated to put her there, but like, she's fucking hilarious. Speaking of people that I just, I kind of like low-key liked her, but sure. I don't remember you. Sorry, I literally don't remember any of these people. I remember that they existed in 4.x. I don't remember any of their names or what they do. The president. Then there's you. Then there's the chump. Wow, this makes it look like the anti 4.x tier, which is, I guess, kind of true. But I don't know. I like that game still. Don't get it twisted, okay? Anyway, let's move on to Rizna. And I love Rizna. She's such a sweetie. She's wholesome. I definitely putting her here. You know, first of all, I sympathize with her. She's also, like, very interesting to me because she obviously has relations. Or she, like, was, I forget if she was just, like, a student alongside with Gandhi or just, like, I don't know exactly how their relationship went. But regardless, they have ties to each other. It's very cool. Obviously, she gives a unique perspective on stuff in 6, and then just kind of throughout the series she keeps popping up. She's obviously a little dumb, a little silly, but she's very pretty, very hot. Let's get that out of the way. I don't know, I love the sweet characters who just love helping people, and even though she is forced into more unfortunate circumstances than because of Rance, you know, I don't know, I love her. She's so sweet. And I liked her a lot in 5D as well. I don't have the proper words to describe why I like her so much, but I do, and I expect it to only go higher because she's so cute. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm sure at some point I will properly look over it. There's like so much stuff that's like I'm thinking about. I'm like, what does she do that I really like? And it just kind of exists, but her presence is always so good. Like, I don't know. I like how she's just like she's keeps getting taken advantage of because she's dumb and like just gets tricked easily. And like Rance will be like, if you drink this you'll become powerful, and she's like, wow, really? I should do that. Like, honey, you're so silly. But regardless, I don't know, I love her. She's sweet. On to Copa. I don't know. I love her a lot though. She is super fucking cool. 5D had some banger women. Honestly, I love her. I've loved seeing her go from, you know, 5D, she kind of is a meme because she's a bird. But then she's like, wow, you're pretty lucky, Rance. I should be with you instead. And then you go to 6, where she pops up again, and she's just kind of a goober in that game. And also, not only is a goober to use, but just a goober character. I believe she becomes unavailable at a certain point because she gets injured, which is like, fuck. But I don't know. I thought her fortune shit was really funny. And also kind of useful because it would hit everyone. But, you know, I liked that. And then, you know, I don't think she shows up in Sengoku, but then she's back in Quest. And she basically just, like, starts whole scheming and becoming, like, a powerful, like, a lady with a lot of power. Just from, like, I don't know how to say like ground up, but basically like ground up from what I understand. And she becomes like rich as fuck and gets like her own town, and like she does it, I want to say it's because of Rance, or like I say she definitely wants it on her own, like her own terms, but like a lot of her feels like she wants to become so strong for like Rance himself as well. And how she's like constantly doom posting that she's like gonna be fucking 30 soon. It's like, Rance isn't gonna love me then. And all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've absolutely just adored seeing her continue to become strong or like wealthy. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, I don't know, just like obtain power, that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's super cool. Also, I love her design. She's super cute. She's absolutely adorable. But yeah, obviously I liked her in Quest. I like her in every game a ton. Obviously that's why she's here. What else? I was gonna say something and I completely forgot what it was. Oh, right, because of the whole like doom posting before 30 thing, she like wants to raise her level. to be high enough so that Rance can age her in Quest before she turns too old. Like, that's fucking funny, but you know, she means well. She's so cool. I gotta look up to her. She has like a funny accent in text, I feel. I don't know, she's great. We love her here. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got for now. I love her a lot though, obviously, as you can tell. Next we have, I don't remember his name, but it's business handy soldier friend. I mean, he's funny. He probably just go like here. He was funny. He also looks like he looks cool too, but I don't feel too strongly about him. Next we have, I don't remember what she does. I don't remember who this is. I don't remember who this is. Oops. I vaguely remember who this is, but nothing remembering. Next we have Urza. Okay, I guess we're on the 6 characters now. Yay! Urza! Urza. But regardless, whatever. We love her here. She's definitely going up here. I don't know where up here she goes. You know, at usual disclaimer, ordering characters in Rance is impossible. But yeah, why I like her. Obviously, her design is adorable. I like blonde-ish anime girls, very cute. But more importantly, I really loved her development throughout 6. You know, obviously she starts out and she gets, you know, pretty used. Like, you can tell how fucking depressed she is and just like unhappy with her life and just obviously miserable because of the whole situation going on with Rance, or not with Rance. Well, I guess partially him, but more specifically with just the whole world going on in Seth and how much it eats at her and how she wants to like help people but doesn't know exactly like how to proceed, and then the whole thing with like loss and like people around her like sacrificing themselves and like risking their lives, and she feels useless, and obviously you can tell. But then, you know, seeing as she becomes strong enough to stand up on her own again, like literally stand up on her own again and fight, it was such like an impactful moment to me. Like, it was so built up over the whole course of the game. You know, you're rooting for her, like you want her to succeed, and she finally does, and it is so absolutely rewarding. I absolutely adore her. Honestly, she's so sweet. You know, I like how as she has become stronger, she, you know, also gets a bit of like a snark to like her speech, and like especially when it comes to dealing with Rance, she obviously does not, like, she still cares about him obviously, but she obviously also like doesn't mess around with his shit as much anymore, and you know, I obviously respect that. She's awesome. I don't know, I just absolutely loved her development so much, and she's also very pretty. And I don't know, seeing her, she's also really good in like every game she's in. Obviously I don't remember if she's playable in 6 besides maybe like cutscene stuff, but I feel like she is, but maybe I'm tripping. I could definitely be wrong. The last time I played 6 was like, I finished it in like January of this year. So obviously it's been a minute, but you know, obviously she is in Sengoku Rance, and she's like one of the best units in the game there. I think some people would say she's like the best, which obviously it's kind of hard to quantify like who exactly is the best of the best, considering you need like so many people throughout like each turn. But regardless, she's obviously very good in that game. And then in Quest, she's also very good in that game because of her buffs. She's not obviously not 9, but yeah, and she's sick. I love her. I'm happy she succeeds. So yeah, I don't know, we love Urza here. Next we have Caloria. I think that's her name, Calorie. I think it's Caloria though. Regardless, first of all, her concept itself is very cool. It's obviously, I love when, obviously it's not like exclusive to only Rance. Like obviously a lot of different fantasy series are going to have different like species and everything. But I particularly do love, you know, how they introduce more and more like different kind of creatures and like people in Rance. And her, obviously she's part of the mostly extinct like bug tribe thing, which I don't really remember exact names of, but regardless, it's super cool, it's super great. It's really interesting, you know. It also gives her like a pretty interesting kind of like story to her and like existence, that like she managed to survive for so long. Obviously she controls like the bug friends, and like that's, you know, I hate bugs, but I love her. She's so sweet. Yeah, I can't really remember particularly like stand-up development moments like how I just went on with Urza, but I still absolutely, I do love her a lot. I put her, I was also thinking here, like she's really grown on me a lot lately, but for now we'll put her here, and she'll probably go up at some point or another. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much to specifically say because a decent amount of my stuff is from playing X lately. Obviously, I don't want to go into that here, but yeah, I like her a lot. She's very sweet, very wholesome. We love wholesome characters. Next we have Kimchi. Now Kimchi is another character that, you know, I really enjoy. I'm probably gonna put her like here. So Kimchi again, I mentioned this a bit with Rance if I recall correctly, but basically the whole scene, like obviously her existence is, you know, she suffers because she wants to help like the orphanage people, and like, you know, she's super caring in that way, but then also has to handle the the soldiers with pleasure and everything like that, and you know that it feels super horrible to read, but you know, when Rance, you know, finally steps up for her, it's like, no, if you don't want to do this, don't do it. Like that moment just meant a lot to me, and like she's actually just such a sweetie, like such a sweetheart. What else is there in particular? I mean, obviously it's just kind of her whole character over the course of 6, like it meant a lot to me. Like it made me emotional. I don't know. Because, well, I can't relate to her circumstances at all. Just seeing her in that position and slowly work towards a position of being like happier with herself and just only caring for the children because she loves them, and how she cares for, you know, Ursa and everyone else in the whole kind of group back there. You know, it's super sweet. I don't know. She's a very like sweet character. Very sweet. Very, very wholesome. Very wholesome. I don't have too much more to say, but obviously I really like her. So yeah. Next we have Albert, and I remember obviously he betrays you because he's like the demon Camilla simp, but I kind of don't fully remember his whole character beyond being Camilla simp, but I don't know. I guess it's pretty funny. I don't know. I guess he was pretty strong though, wasn't he? Like I don't know. We'll put him here. He likes the hot demon lady. I gotta respect that. I don't know. I don't have more to say about him. Let me think like a little harder. I feel like I remember him and Hichiko a little bit more because I think he started off evil. Let's do a quick recap search for him because otherwise I'm not gonna provide good input. Okay, yeah, formal apostle. Oh wait, I completely fucking forgot he was the reason that she got trapped. He's kind of a bitch. But that makes him kind of cooler because he's a bitch. I don't know, because he's such a bitch, we'll put him there. I forgot he was the one who did all of this. Okay, yeah. I remember because I forgot that he also, I mean, he was a simp, but then he also was like, I hate you, bitch, when Camilla's apostle died. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. His role's a lot cooler than I thought, actually. Shit. I gotta look him up now. You know, he's a bitch, like, that's cool. But he's done many bad things. Put him above the girl failure, maybe. But, we'll put him here. Because, I don't know, I kind of like, I'd have to I want to obviously when it comes to like writing the scripts or everything for the future, like kind of Rance review series I'm doing, like I'm gonna probably play through a decent bit of 6 again, and I'll probably be reminded why I like him, or like why he's extra cool. Yeah, regardless, he's done bad things, but that's great. Good for him, because he's cool. Anyway, next is I don't remember it. I want to say Daniel, but I don't know if it's his actual name or not. I'm probably just trolling. But Rance is the person who just stood up for Urza for so long, and I gotta respect that. You know, he's the reason why she is the way she is. So I like him for that. I don't have too much more to say about him. Obviously, his sacrifice was sad. I felt guilty, but yeah, because you could tell how much like Urza, Kimchi, they all meant to each other, and yeah, how he just kept fighting and fighting because he was old, but he kept going. I gotta respect that. Next we have Rocky, and like Rocky, he's not a very pretty individual. However, he is pretty funny, and we like funny people here, so we'll put him probably like here-ish. Because he is fucking hilarious, but also he's like, you know, as much as he's a wimp, he's like, he just keeps sticking around with Rance, and you know, that's definitely taking some strong as fuck willpower. So, you know, I gotta respect him for that. He's a strong man. I don't know. I can't say I feel too particularly like positively towards him. Like I don't really remember if he has like any standout kind of like, character development or anything like that. Just like he's funny, but he's also like, I don't know. It's pretty amusing seeing him constantly be at like the whims of death because of Rance being like, you should be the one we sacrifice here. Go on, and he manages to just clutch it out every time. Obviously, very amusing. Next we have Cessna, and I have a soft spot for Cessna because she's adorable. So yeah, she's just Eepy little girl. She is Eepy. I know, I like Eepy. But that's like so high. It's purely because she's so cute that she's here. But I don't care, she's cute. I like her. I don't know, she's pretty amusing. Next we have, she could go to C as well, but maybe I put him up here actually, like end up here. I kind of put like Whirling here too. But there's like a decent distinction in these guys. Maybe like this? Maybe? I'm not sure. Whatever. They're cool. Whatever, why am I thinking too much? Regardless, Cessna's cute. She's sleepy. I like her dialogue. It's funny. She's not obviously like a major character in any sort of way, but she's very cute. So, yay. Next we have Megadeth. Or whatever nickname she has. Moromi. Whatever. She's very funny, obviously. She's silly. I do think it's funny how she just, like this whole trio, I'm just gonna include her already. They're very amusing, obviously. You know, they're not mind-blowing deep characters, but they're all just the goofy fucking people, and they always just go together and do shit. I know, I respect the hustle. And how pretty much, or yeah, she just like, wait, no, sorry. When Megadeth was like, ooh, you gotta be my wife, you gotta be my wife. She's like, ooh. I don't know, they're funny, they're wholesome. They're also useful in the actual games, you know. You know, they're like the early game characters, like, you know, they don't age very well. Or hold up very well. But they're cute. I like them. Next we have, I don't remember his name. But he is a person that does shady things. So he goes lower. I don't know, he is funny, but I didn't super feel that. I don't know, super vibe with his show stick. Just kind of a weirdo. Next we have, I believe this is like, she is in like the orphanage and she has to suffer this shit. You know, I feel guilty. I don't really remember much about her specifically because I don't remember her name. But yeah. Same with her, except she does happen to pop up in Quest again. So like, that's cute, but I don't remember much about it. Actually, hold on, let me charge my brain. I think I remember a bit more with her. I think she was a bit more intertwined with those, or like just everyone, like making everyone happy. And I don't know if she's the one that gets like kidnapped or something because she just wants to help people. Like, I don't know, that's wholesome. She's a sweetheart. Sure. Sure. I don't know. She's just really got auto on this fucking tier. Let's at least put her for like here for now. She's adorable too. We love her. My daughter, guys. Don't remember what they do. I really don't even remember who this is. Next we have Gandhi. So he's a Chad. I personally like his Kichiko design a lot more because of the whole like bird friend. Like it's just way, it was way sicker to me, to the point where I saw him for the first time. I was like, this is the same guy? I was flabbergasted. But regardless, he's such a Chad. I love his like just complete energy. He's sick as fuck. He's obviously just gonna go here. What else is there to say about him? He's a Chad. I love how he's just like, oh, Rance, you're the man I've been looking for. You're so awesome, amazing. I don't know. Him worshiping the fuck out of Rance is extremely hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I love his presence. I love his energy. He's also strong as fuck in 6 in every game. I don't know if he's playable in other games, but he's sick. Good for him. Any other insight that's actually worthwhile? Obviously in Kichiko there's a bunch of ways that his like ending can go. And there's, I forget if there's the one that you can like sacrifice him to like the bomb and shit, because of like what happens with like the demon people or whatever. You know, you just gotta fight all that shit back. Like it's pretty intense. But yeah, in every game he's just consistently like GOAT. He's very funny. Yeah, I don't know. I just the easiest way to describe him is he has very strong charisma, and that's wonderful. Yeah. Next we have Karu. I've never said her name out loud before. Karu? Regardless, I think her like nickname is like Kaku-san or something, judging by like the definition thing in Quest. Obviously, I love her a lot. I kind of want to put her. She's probably not objectively a better written character than him, but like I love her design so much. It's peak. It's so peak. She's so fucking pretty. And, like, I know I love seeing her interactions with Rance as well. That she just constantly is like basically ahead of him in every way, and you know, Rance is like, ooh, I want to H scene, and she like just ends up either getting out of it or like controlling him the whole time, so it's never actually like a proper quote-unquote H scene. You know, she's sick. She's very pretty. Not too much more to say there. I like her a lot, obviously. Yippee. Next we have Wichita, I think that's how you say her name. She's just gonna go in the same boat. I like her a little less than these two. I think they're a little bit more standout, but I still love her a lot. She's very cute. I feel guilty for her more so, but obviously she still very much cares for Gandhi. As them as a trio, you know. Please do not separate. Let me probably move on. For these two specific, well, for Kar specifically, in Kichiko, she can have some pretty unfortunate endings. I believe one of them just involves her getting kidnapped and by Medusa, if I recall, which is, you know, people very sad. And then just in general, you could get the bad ending when she gets captured by like doing a scout mission. And I didn't get it, but you know, it's like, scary. Yeah, I don't know. They suffer, but I love them. Please do not separate. Next we have Magic, and I didn't expect me to like her this much because she. Okay, well first let's talk about Kichiko and then go into 6. So first of all, on Kichiko, first of all, I kind of like low-key. I've probably changed my mind now, but for a while I really liked her Kichiko design more than her like modern design, I guess. I don't know, something about it was like peak, like extra peak. But nowadays, her design her new design, I guess, has grown on me a lot. It's pretty cute. What about her specifically? So first of all, she falls. I don't know exactly. Like she has to suffer through she takes like possession of like the demon or whatever, like spirit thing, to try and like, I think her original intentions were to protect Seth, and then she just kind of gets manipulated, and then eventually she falls into the hands of Rance, and then that whole thing spirals out to yeah. But first of all, her intentions in that game, they weren't as plentiful as nowadays, especially considering how many games she's in. But you know, it's pretty funny kind of seeing her be like, no, Rance, I hate you, in that game. Because I'm pretty sure she constantly deals with Gandhi shilling the fuck out of Rance to her. And it's like, oh, well, you should be his wife. And she's like, no, I hate him. And I think in 6, their dynamic starts off in a similar-ish way. But then she obviously starts to actually fall in love with Rance, and it's like, oh, well, you know, I could fix him, basically. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what she says. Or like, I could change him, I could fix him. And, you know, she falls in love with him. And it's, you know, obviously, of how Rance is, it can't always go well. But it's still, like her, like, what she says and stuff gets, like, super wholesome. And, you know, she gets flustered so easily. It's, like, super cute. What else is there? I don't know. She's just consistently great in like every scene that she's in. I love just seeing her interact. I was gonna say something, but I think it's something exclusive to X so far, so I will instead have to keep quiet. But regardless, she's just great in every way, and through playing X, I've definitely just come to love her more and more for reasons. Yay, reasons! Wow, so cool, Jordan. I don't know. Where she goes, again, very up in the air. This whole, like, section of, like, Rick to Maria, I'm not really sure how to order. I don't know. It could easily, it just depends on the day, you know? I woke up today and maybe now she's, I don't know. I think, like, this is the order I'm thinking of. Maybe this for now. Sure. We'll do this for now, but again, all up in the air. Don't think too hard about it. She's great though. I genuinely did not expect to like her this much, but here I am, impressed by her existence. Yay! So like, but regardless. Oops. Next we have this lady who, she's okay. Let's move on. Next we have, I don't remember her name. She just kind of exists. I feel like I remember her name from Kichiko. She was like an apostle in that game, and I think that's still implied here as well. But I'm not into your shoe shit yet, I feel. Probably, I could definitely be misremembering. Please don't take that too deep. I'm not very smart. Okay, regardless. Next we have... Why don't I remember her name? I don't remember her name. Hold on, we're gonna look this up. Because I do actually like her. I just don't remember. It's 6 characters. Where is she? Oh, I guess it will end up also reminding me of some other characters' names. Okay, wait, am I misremembering who this bitch is also? Or maybe she's not the apostle. Oopsies. I misremembered. I wonder what I'm thinking of then in Kishiko. Well, regardless, I don't super feel strongly about her at all. She's I like here, but whatever. Anyway, the actual person I'm supposed to look up the name of that I got sidetracked on. Why did that get censored? I'm scrolling so much. Where is she? Hello? Okay, Chuzako. There we go. What do I think about her? She is pretty funny. Honestly, I feel pretty sympathetic for her because she has to deal with fucking a niece, and that's tough. But it is cool that she's in so much power. Wow, strong lady. We love strong women. I don't know. I do like her because I feel horrible for her. Obviously, she loves Gandhi a lot. Who can blame her? I know in Kichiko, she keeps trying to like practically sacrifice herself for him, and I think she just ends up like being forced to survive. And she's like, "What? But why?" And I don't know. She kind of girl failures around a little bit, but at the same time, she still cooks. Like, let her cook. So yeah, I'll probably put her like here with the rest of the Rance 6 folk for now. Maybe above because she's cooler. But somewhere like that. Maybe she's cool. I don't know. I like her. Because you have a niece, and I don't really like Anise that much. I don't really. She's funny, I guess, but I kind of just got more annoyed at her causing so many problems for us to deal with in gameplay as well. You know. Yeah, I don't like her that much. Next we have Nagi. And obviously she is a character who is very cool. This could definitely change as I play more. But, you know, I obviously do like her a lot. Maybe like maybe there for now. I don't know, we'll see. I'll talk about it and then think about it more, and then we'll decide. Regardless, Nagi's very cool to me. Obviously, she's got the whole thing of Shuzuka going on, and I love just kind of. I mean, she's evil, obviously, for her main appearances, but at the same time, she's so like synthetic that I feel like guilty for her, but also still like she's strong and like that's cool, you know. Or for most of her main appearances, I should say. What else is there? But yeah, obviously she is the reason for Shizuka's horrible ending in Kichiko. But, you know, and that makes you feel horrible. But since she's got like such a cool like presence in that game, that she's like the one that's always like, we will fight Shizuka. And then they finally duel, and she actually is stronger. Like, you know, I feel like it's probably more of a common trope in like maybe not. And I don't know, just popular media, shonen, I don't know, in general, it's like, oh, you know, we have our playable main character here, you know, she's definitely gonna win, but then she loses, like, she just genuinely gets beat, and, you know, the whole kind of build up to this, considering, like, how long Shizuka's been wanting to kill Vargal, and then we find, like, his daughter, and then, like, obviously their sister, you know how it is, and that kind of thing. It's obviously like impactful, and how she has to like suffer through shit because of like things that aren't necessarily her fault. Like, obviously she was raised by that guy. Like, he's obviously complete shitter. And like, I don't know, it paints her in a pretty unfortunate way. Maybe I put her like here with potential to go up as I get more content of her. She's super sick. Also she's very pretty. I like blonde anime girl. Yay. I don't know, I'll leave her here for now. This could definitely change and go higher. I don't think she's gonna be like that much like lower besides like, yeah, right here for now. Kind of feeling like this also maybe. I don't know. I like them all. They're all great. Let's continue on. Next, this is, hold on. Let me fact check myself very quickly. Okay, yeah, so this is the bitch that caused all the suffering for Nagi and Shizuka. So, he's going here. I was like pretty sure, but I wanted to make sure. So yeah, fuck him, obviously. He's a good villain. I will get on that. He made me despise him for what he has done. Like, everything he's done, fuck him. Kichiko, fuck him. Everything, fuck him. But, you know, yeah, whatever. Next we have, I don't remember his name, but he's like Zappy something, I don't know. He got like the lightning bolt. He pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. He'll probably just go here for now. He's got obviously the power authority thing, which makes him, you know, pretty cool. But in terms of like his actual like character, I don't super feel strongly towards him. Just I think he also just ridiculous rants. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Which is funny. So yeah. Next we have, I think this is Sias, and then his wife that I don't remember the name of, except like probably girlfriend, but regardless, they didn't leave the biggest impression on me in 6. They've grown on me a little bit now, I would say, but yeah, in terms of them themselves, they're a pretty cute duo. I'm sure they will continue to be enjoyable by me, so I'll probably like here for now. Cause I don't know, I like their interactions are pretty cute. I like this. Something like that. So I don't know. Next we have is it Alex that his name is, or is it a different guy? Regardless, in Kichiko, I believe he has like the option to like sacrifice himself for his people, if I remember correctly. Or maybe I'm tripping. Definitely possible. But I don't know. He's just kind of a sweetie. But like strong. Like, he's definitely very strong. But he's a sweetie. And you know, I like men. So I mean, nowadays how far about like maybe here. I'd have to think more. I liked him though. I like him. He's cool. I don't have too much to say about him, but I like him. We'll put him here for now, but maybe erase him at some point. Let's just work on tiering more people. Because obviously we got people to tier. Next we have Papaya. That's her name. She's obviously very silly. Very goober. But also like evil, but like cool. But like evil, but still pretty cool. She's kind of got like the whole psychotic thing going on, but I think she mellows out a bit. It's like, I don't know, she's pretty cool. I'm pretty like top of C. Maybe? Let me think properly. Is there something that I'm distinctly thinking of that makes me like her? She got the evil book or whatever. That's kind of funny. Maybe like middle of C. Maybe like here, above the boy evil guy. I don't remember who that is. For better or for worse. I don't even know who this is. I only remember her now because I saw her as I was going through the Rance 6 characters. So, she just seems like a goober. Okay, this guy goes here, definitely. Ooh, Emmy. She's kind of a bitch, like a humongous bitch, but then she becomes into being bullied, which is kind of funny, but she's still a gargantuan bitch. So maybe F is a little too mean, because I did think she was kind of funny in what, like in the later scenes of 6, because she was so ridiculous. But we still don't like her around here. She's still a bitch. This is the cricket guy who I think he gets like it's because he gets manipulated by her. Yeah, fuck her. Nah, fuck her. I don't know, whatever. He obviously gets owned because of her, and it's very sad. I still don't. He's ugly. God, maybe I'm the same. Just, I don't know. Like, obviously his design's not that appealing, but I still feel bad for what happens to him. I just don't care too much about him specifically, honestly. But it is very sad seeing what happens to him because of this stupid bitch. I think these are all just the people in the crew. He's actually really funny. I don't like him, but he's very funny. He can actually go to top of the. She's very pretty, but I feel like I don't remember her doing anything noteworthy. I guess she does use her like position of being hot woman in power to like get shit done, which is pretty cool, I guess. But I don't know. This guy, I believe he had relations to Ursa. I think that his death scene was sad, but I don't really care much about them, unfortunately. I don't remember. Okay, I think so. This is the lady. I remember her more in like Kichiko because she's like the one I believe you. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm tripping. I feel like I remember her like cooking for the demon guy in that game. Or no. Maybe she does, but I remember she has like the cooking competition of Rance, I think, and it's like funny because I think you send out different people versus it. But I don't care about it. That's why I put her here. I still don't care for her. But nowadays, though, she's fine. Put her there. I don't remember who this is. What is this? Sorry, I gotta be the hydration nation. So next we have this ghost lady. I think her whole story was that she, like, I don't remember what the fuck happened to her. I think she got tortured and, like, died and needed something to pass on. Which, I mean, is sad. Excuse me. But, I don't know. I don't feel that strongly, I guess. I don't know, she's fine. Sure. I don't remember who this is. This is Camilla. So she's kind of a bitch. She kind of does a lot of horrible shit, but that doesn't make her cool. Obviously, in Kichiko, she rules everything, and is like, I mean, she's just constantly causing problems because she, like, I feel like they send like evil, or like they send like people to her, and then she like tortures them and everything. You know, it's obviously, you know, pretty scary. Obviously it's pretty novel how she basically tries to keep like ignoring Cabeless, even though he's like the strongest fucking guy of all time. She's like, I hate you, I'm not gonna associate with you, or like willingly amuse him or anything like that, which, you know, is definitely pretty cool. I could definitely see her growing more on me, maybe, depending on her role in X, but as of right now, probably like here. Because she's cool. shouldn't leave a lasting impression on me. Next we have, what, this is Sieg, right? He has one of like the funniest fucking ownage scenes in fucking Rance, where he just gets completely shot by him. And it's very amusing how he just like drops the sword on him or whatever and like weakens or kills him or whatever. Obviously it's very amusing. I didn't feel like as like sympathetic for him, but he's like funny. Like, I don't know, the demons in general, even if I necessarily don't feel that strongly towards all of the characters in it, I think there's such a cool ass fucking concept to where like it elevates them for me. Like, I kind of almost treat them as like a collective entity almost. So like, I don't know, maybe like here for now. Like, bottom of C, I like them. They're very cool, very pretty. This is what? This is Ryoko? Maybe? Something like that. I don't know, she's very silly. She just deliver mail, but is also evil. Wow! Pretty cool beans. I don't know. Don't feel that strongly towards her. She's just kind of a goober. But she's funny, at least. Like, she's definitely funny. And again, she's part of the cool club. So, yeah. Next we have probably shouldn't say this guy's name out loud, but he's very pretty. He kind of gets shit on a lot. A decent amount. You know, unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate for him, I should say. But, yeah, I don't know. I liked him in Kichiko alone. I guess he technically embodies the same role in these two games. With, being Camilla's apostle. But I did feel like I liked him a little bit. Maybe it's just my Kichiko bias. Like, my memory's sticking out a little bit more for it. Where he would constantly go on about bringing Camilla people and like constantly like brush her hair and do everything for her and be like, oh, anything for you, Camilla-sama, like that kind of thing. I kind of liked him more there, but in the end, you know, kind of still with the same cool kid club. Demons, we love the demons here. Woo, yeah, demons. When do I want to stop? Because I would love to get to the quest characters, but that is pretty far, and we do want enough content for the next video, so it's not too short. So I guess we'll stop once we get to Kentaro, and then save the rest of the characters from Sengoku to Quest, and I guess the Kichiko characters that don't exist. Or yeah, Quest and then 9, because there'll be a lot of things to talk about for each of them. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, alright. So let's go on with this guy who we don't remember. I assume he's involved with the demon people, but we don't remember him. So, R.I.P. Bozo. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, I don't remember that. Well, wait, never mind. I do remember who this is, but he's weird. Sorry, we went out of order briefly. This is one of the demons, and obviously we love the demons, but she's cute. She's super cute. Obviously I like kind of her more story in Kichiko, where I end up getting one of the things where like she combines with her sister, I believe, because of whatever shit I fucked up on, and then obviously they become fucking Jesus. And I'm like, oh my god, I fucked up. I'm so horrible. Obviously I like that a lot. I don't know. I like her a lot. She's super cute. Her stuff's very silly and 6, but you know, we love our demon friends. Yeah, I expect to see more of her in X, obviously, and I'm excited for that because she's cute. Yeah, I don't know. She left a good impression on me. Not too much more to say. I just like her. Next we have, I think this is like the demon lady who worked with, I forget which one is which with their fucking names. I'm a fake fan. I'm sorry. Whatever. I don't remember shit about her specifically. Just her being like a troll. And that's why she goes there. Next we have Dark Rance. I think that's what they call him, or just, yeah, I think that's what they say it is. He's a pretty interesting existence. I don't know where to put him. Maybe like here-ish? I don't know, like, his existence is obviously crazy. Like, from what I remember, obviously we have Reset now, but like, and like, I assume other people. But, like, I think he's, like, Rance's first, like, canon child, if I ever so. Besides Risa and Kichiko, but again, we're not gonna count that. And obviously he has to go through a tough life because of his, like, upcoming and, like, how, you know, he's Felice's son, and, like, he obviously super hates what Rance did to her, and that gives him, like, a complex, like, I don't know, just an interesting struggle to look into. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I don't know. I just love his, like, concept and how what he has to struggle with because of Rance's fucking everything. I don't know. I like him a lot though. Where I put him, maybe like here for now. I'm not too properly like sure if that's exactly accurate for how I feel, but I don't know. Something about like his own struggles and like how he just wants vengeance on Rance for what he did, and it's constantly just going stronger for every encounter, and like he's got his own unique demon struggles that are cool. I don't know. I think I'll put him here for now. I could definitely expect him to go up as well. Don't take this too crazily. But yeah. Next we have Oda. Yeah. Or like Nobunaga, I guess I should say. He is pretty, you know, he's a pretty tragic existence in Sengoku, considering that he gets like owned by the demon in the gourd. Very unfortunate for him. In Kichiko, I did kind of like how he was just more evil up front, I guess. Like, I don't know. I kind of like that because he was so strong. I don't like, when I looked at like Kichiko guides, they're like, oh, he's easy, just use blah 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 blah. But like, I struggled to actually kill him. Like, I don't know. I guess skill issue, but his like bite there, it was crazy. Obviously in Sengoku, he is a bit more, I guess, traditionally like likable because he obviously starts off as just this creepy, silly older brother guy, but he actually has all the talent in the world. Wow, so cool. And then he gets possessed, and that's unfortunate. But still, you know, I think he's pretty cool. Obviously, I gotta respect the like strength of like his willpower for when like, you know, Kohime tries to like meet him or see him, and he's like, no, stop it, demon, you can't do this. And obviously in the end he fails, I guess, because of the stupid ugly demon guy that we'll eventually get to. But you know, he obviously cares so much for Kohime and just wants her to be happy, and I don't know, he's a sweet guy. I don't feel too strongly. It'd probably be like a bottom of B, top of C character for me, but you know, he's wholesome. He doesn't deserve it. Also, you know, technically not him. I don't know if there's like a specific sprite for the demon. Skim through. Okay, I assume no for like, I guess the specific savior entity. I could definitely be wrong. I don't know. Regardless, I don't know, whatever. We're gonna move on. Point is, he's cool, he's wholesome. Sorry, this is not related to him at all. Next you have Kohime, and obviously we love her around here. She is just so sweet. So wholesome. I loved seeing her throughout Sengoku. First of all, she's just super adorable, super sweet. But, you know, seeing her have to struggle with, you know, so many political fears at such a young age, that shit it makes me sad. You know, her existence is suffering. Well, I guess not necessarily suffering. Well, whatever. You know, she has to struggle a lot with it at a young age, but, you know, she's, like, stronger because of it, and I do love that about her. You know, seeing her go from being kind of more, I don't know if I should say sheltered, because in the end she's still exposed to a lot of bad things for taking care of Japan, but you know, she still has to deal with, oops, I got sidetracked on my own brain, but like, you know, she obviously hasn't been out to fight yet. And then because of what happens to her brother and like what happens, like how she feels kind of responsible to handle that, you know, she, you know, puts on the armor and wants to like fight. And I don't know, that whole moment, even though I don't know, I loved it a lot, honestly. But then obviously, you know, there's the struggle of what she has to go through in, you know, during the one scene because of the stupid demon that we hate and need him to die. Which obviously, it's so horrible. And seeing her slowly come to terms with accepting, like, that not, like, just because of that horrible, absolutely just disgusting experience, you know, she could easily carry a hatred for all men, but she slowly tries to work towards being stronger and like accepting of them. But obviously she's not perfect. She still experiences that weakness because of that moment. And I don't know, it just breaks my heart. But you can tell that she wants to get stronger and she wants to keep improving. And like obviously she does, with her being like the main person in power pretty much, you know, I guess it's just kind of forced to like keep handling it. And she obviously keeps getting stronger and like mentally stronger, I guess I should say specifically. Obviously she was never the best fighter around, but the idea of just her taking up, like being so willing to fight is still like extremely sweet. And I don't know, she's such a sweetheart. Obviously just her interactions with everyone is so like, it just warms the little heartstrings. She's such a sweetie. I love seeing her, you know, throughout every game, and just she's such a great character. Okay, I don't know how to describe it better. Yeah, she's wonderful. I'll probably put her like, I don't know, again, same thing with this whole order being completely up to God, but I don't know, I loved her so much. Like, when you look at her at the beginning of Sengoku and, like, the end of Sengoku and just how far she's come, like, it's great. It's so fucking great. We'll put her here for now, but, again, don't take this word seriously. I've said it like 40 times. I'm gonna stop saying it now, for reals. So the last character for today's video is Kentaro! And I love him. I love him so much. He's amazing. He's a sweetie. This is definitely a very strong bias, but I'm gonna put him here because I adore him so much. He's such a goober, but he's so like funny but amazing. Like, I don't know, I just can't get enough of him on screen. Like, he's so silly that I don't know. Obviously he's like a different like hero, like a different kind of protagonist in his own. I think obviously like the little princess games, so he's like the protagonist, but even besides that, like, you can tell, like, in Rance's, like, universe, that he's, like, basically a protagonist of his own story, pretty much, right? And, I don't know, obviously the kind of interactions he has throughout the game is just super, like, funny with the sword, his sword lady friend. And he's like, Kentaro, succeed! Like, we did it! We became stronger! Like, I don't know, it's just really funny. Obviously, I love his dynamic with Miki. They're sappy and all cute. But then he also becomes, like, I don't know, it's just kind of sweet that he becomes, or he, like, sacrifices himself for her. And then, you know, he's like, oh, I'm gonna die. Blah, 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 blah. And then Miki's like, no. And then he becomes, like, a fiend or whatever. And he became hot. I'm sorry. I don't know why. The biggest glow up anyone has ever received in France was when he got red eyes. Like, think about it, right? I'm spitting. Okay, obviously, I'm mildly just, like, trolling a little, but obviously, you know, I still liked it. He's just such a joy to have on my screen. He's always so amazing, sweet. I love seeing him interact with France, especially in, like, I mean, this applies to Sengoku as well, but I remember just defaulted to Kichiko, like, when, you know, he asks Rance, like, I think he says something like he wants to be, like, stronger or something, and then, like, Rance tries to, like, kill him, because obviously he wants Miki, but then, you know, he ends up, like, learning, like, the Kentaro attack, I think, or something like that. I don't really exact, like, scenario, but regardless, it was extremely amusing to me. His dialogue in general was just extremely amusing. What else? Obviously, you know, with Miki, their dynamic is super wholesome because, you know, he loves her so much that he's willing to put up with always find like those lemons and everything for her to stay herself, and is always there for her, and she's so worried about her. And he's such a dork when it comes to like when it comes to age scenes with Miki. He's like, no, I would never. I'm wholesome. I have to stay strong until we get back. You know, like it's cute. It's so fucking cute. I don't know. I love him. He's such a sweetie. We love him here. Honestly, like I feel like I should put her here too. Like they're a pair. They shouldn't be separated by tears. You know, maybe they separate a few characters, but they shouldn't be separated by tears. They're a pair. Please do not separate. I should take my own advice. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for now. So the next video, how will I want to do it? I assume that we will do probably obviously there's a Sengoku cast all the way here to like the end of 9, and then probably work on Kichiko people. But see, like they also appear in X, and like a lot of it kind of mixes up with my brain in that, but maybe I'm not too sure how we'll work on it for that. We'll see. I don't know. We'll think about it. I guess obviously a lot of the people like in Kichiko are also in just X. Hold on, let me look specifically. I guess it's not every Kichiko character. It's more just like when they first appeared in Kichiko, and then obviously they have the like X like separate from that. I think that's how this is supposed to be. I don't know. We'll definitely go through, or hopefully, I don't know. I do have a lot to say about a lot of these characters, but at the same time, you know, we can work through it. We'll make it. But yeah, we'll work through this for sure, and then probably work for some Kichiko characters. We'll see. I probably wouldn't rank every single one though, considering that a lot of them are just also ranked here, and I'm by a lot of my opinions, but maybe if there's any exception to like exclusive characters to this. Anyway, I went on too sidetracked there. Regardless, I will see you around. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate absolutely everything, like all the support, everything. It means the world to me. And I loved working on this. Oh, maybe I should probably tier. We'll save it for the next video, because again, the orders they're up to God, and you know I could think about it a bit more. So yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you around.